Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about
Stop the
top
music. Stop it. Stop the music. I want to. We're not doing the normal intro. I'm ticked off.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I'm teed off, man.
Okay.
Okay, what's going on? Tell your friends.
Let's
This
talk about it.
This is the space for this. That we give you this hour every week to let it out.
I got to talk about this because I'm confused, man.
Okay.
Okay.
As you guys know, I had a birthday last week.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
And last time I checked, your friends tell you happy birthday on your birthday. But there's a lot of people, more than usual. I don't know if they all are in on it. I don't know if it's a new TikTok thing. I don't watch the trends.
Mhm.
But a lot of my friends are
Mhm.
telling me happy belated birthday.
Okay.
Mm.
And I know it can't be because they forgot because we're friends. So they know when my birthday is.
Right.
So is this a prank?
Okay. So what I'm hearing is you had a very special day,
I had a huge special day.
and on that special day, you want to be acknowledged.
Yes.
I'd love for anyone to be like, oh, isn't it your special day today?
Isn't today your special day?
Thank you, friend who knows me, who's my friend, who we communicate with regularly.
Uh-huh.
For the record, Brian and I did wish you a happy birthday on your
Yeah,
day.
because you're my friends.
Yeah, we're amigos. That's what we
This
do.
is what threw me off. Because I was like, okay, you're my friends. You did it. Why aren't my other friends who know me doing it? So is there a thing going on TikTok or social media of like, what we're doing now is not saying happy birthday on someone's birthday. We're like waiting like a couple days, maybe a week, maybe 7 days, and then saying happy belated.
Okay. If this was a prank, did they all wish you a belated birthday on the same day, kind of within the same time?
Same day. And it
Okay.
was almost like same time because when I turned my phone back on, all the messages came in.
Okay. Okay.
And they all said happy birthday, but I put belated on some of them in my mind because I was like, well, it's a day late, so they're all belated. So
That's true.
Clearly, autocorrect didn't do its job.
Right.
And so I was like, I don't care that I had my phone off the entire day of my birthday. You should still find a way to say happy birthday
Yeah.
to me.
There are more lines of communication than a phone.
Email exists.
Email is
Yes.
Walk out of your
it's
house,
bigger than
maybe,
ever.
and stop by and have a
Yeah.
chat.
Maybe get in a car.
Send me mail, maybe.
Yeah, that's
Just because my phone is turned off for my birthday doesn't excuse you not finding a way to say happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable.
Here's
Well,
a question. Was
yes.
this
Mhm.
all within one group chat, maybe? One person wished you a belated happy birthday, and then it was followed by a bunch of other
the
ones?
domino effect.
So you know how on sometimes you can put like you have your friends and then you have like your close friends.
Mm,
I've got a group chat that says my closest buddies and pals.
okay.
Who
and
doesn't?
I turned my phone back on and it was like, I saw the timestamps. Like someone very early on my birthday at like 7 a.m. said, happy birthday. And then someone else said like at 7:05, happy birthday. And then they just started rolling in all
Right.
day long.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, but they're all belated because I didn't see them until the next day. So
Mm-hmm.
does this count?
So I've got another question to help decide if this is a prank or not.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen, since this occurred, have you seen on Facebook a video from like Lad Bible, and it's like and it's like a picture, a
Okay.
video of you receiving these texts put to sad music, and then it'll say something like, we decided to send belated birthday text to our friend to get his reaction on it. Prank video.
Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense because at the end of the day, there was a bunch of videos coming in saying, you're on Lad Bible.
Okay.
You're also on Barstool Sports. And I'm like, what's
Okay.
that?
and
I
all
work in the
these
same building as them.
all these close friends, are they mad lads?
They are mad lads. They're
Mm.
angry Irishmen.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, this sounds like it might be a prank. And
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh, gosh, I don't know
Hey,
what to do.
let me just put this out there to all my friends. Birthday is not the day to prank me. Prank me any other day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so open for. In fact, birthday and April Fool's Day are not good days for me to be pranked.
Oh, no, those are the most serious days of the year.
Those are the most serious days of the year because also on April Fools, I'm doing my own pranks. I can't be
Right.
caught off guard
Mhm.
with one of your pranks because it's going to throw me off one of my hilarious pranks.
Mhm.
Yep.
And on my birthday, I'm not looking to be pranked.
No,
I'm
you're
looking to
looking to
be
prank.
praised.
You're looking to prank.
I'm
Mhm.
looking to prank and be praised.
Yes. You don't want anyone getting in the way of your pranks. And
Right.
really, on both days, people should just be getting out of the way of you and
Yes.
recognizing you
Recognizing me.
and being excited by, the crazy pranks you're getting up to.
I had very good friends like who weren't in on the prank. I don't think. I mean, I had dinner with them on my birthday. Like they gave me stuff. They gave me gifts
Mm.
the day of. So I was like, well, they can't be in on it, are they? Or was this a distraction?
Well, now do they feel bad because they weren't invited to do the prank?
Oh yeah. Now are they gonna feel
Mm.
like, well, we missed? Why weren't we invited? We're in that group chat?
Friendship is weird.
Yes.
You always find out who your friends are on your birthday.
Friendship
And if
is
you're
rare.
listening to this and you didn't say happy birthday to me, you're dead.
You're dead. Friendship is rare. Can you hand me that table, baby? Also that chair. Oh shit, there's a bear.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That's Tenacious D. And also poetry.
Okay.
Welcome to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. I'm your host Jamal. With me, as always, is Reeves,
Hey, everyone. We're here.
and third mic is here, Brian.
What's up?
So glad I got that off my chest, so we can do a good episode that's not a downer.
Yeah, we just gotta burn off.
Mhm.
Yeah, we watched Vegas prize fight.
Oh boy,
Vegas
Vegas
chef
prize
prize
fight.
Oh wait, Brian, do you want to talk about the F word you saw on TV last night?
No, I'll do it during
Perfect.
Chef I prepared for you.
Okay.
So Vegas chef prize fight, we watched it. It's a show. It's a cooking show. What were your guys' first impressions?
Okay, so we picked this show purely based on the zaniness of the title.
Mhm.
Super zany.
And the title, again, Vegas Chef Prize Fight. Vegas? Yes, it's in Las Vegas. Chefs?
It's in Las Vegas.
Yes, lots
Yes,
of chefs.
there are
They're cooking
chefs.
all
There
the
are
time.
A bunch of chefs.
Prize fighting? I don't think so. Okay,
No.
I actually
No
didn't
thanks.
see anyone get in a fight and anyone
no-
rewarded for their
and-
bravery.
Yeah,
So,
no one was
no.
walking around with a briefcase handcuffed to their wrist full of money. So there was
Yeah.
no prize to fight for.
Yeah, where was the prize? I mean, maybe at the end of the season there's some kind of prize, but they're not really fighting at all.
Yeah.
There
they're
should
not
be fighting every episode, okay?
Mhm.
They should call it cook fight.
Yep. So that
Yep,
was a
Cook
big
Fight
disappointment.
works. Yeah. I didn't see that guy who is the YouTube brother at all. And if I'm seeing boxing, I'm seeing the YouTube guy brother doing a box.
You're talking about J. Paul?
Mm,
Jake Paul or Logan Paul. You know what?
Yeah.
Frankly,
Pootie
I
pie.
can't tell them apart.
You know, he's probably
Chris
too
Paul.
busy to do this show because he's probably training right now for the next boxing match. I don't know if you guys know about this, but he's actually finally going to face a boxer, like a trained boxer.
Like the dog.
What?
Like a trained boxer, a boxer dog that's
Yeah.
good, that knows how to sit and
Yeah,
stay.
a good boy, a good boy dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't want to watch that. That's animal abuse.
Well,
I
he
don't wanna watch
just
it
that's
either.
his call sign. His call sign is the good boy dog.
So
But
is he Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
it's Jake Paul. And
Jake
Jake
from State
Paul, I
Farm.
don't know if everyone know this, but
Mhm.
I know this because I'm on the inside. He is fighting a boxer for the first time, an actual person who's been trained and has been boxing for at least 10 years. And the boxer's name. I
If
forget
you
now.
say Sylvester Stallone, then
It's
I'm
not
going to
that.
be so
It's not that.
surprised.
It's not that.
No,
The
If you say
boxer's
Michael
name-
B. Jordan,
Michael B.
I'm not gonna say it.
Creed.
The boxer's name is Tucker Carlson. That's who he's fighting next.
okay.
Okay, that's
All right.
interesting.
And a lot of people are like, he's not a boxer. He's been ducking and dodging the truth for years.
Mm,
So isn't he a boxer?
and I'm snapping my fingers.
Yeah,
Mhm.
snap, 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 snap.
And those are the kinds of like witty retorts and jabs that we didn't
Was
see
that
at
witty?
all.
I
We
don't think
didn't.
that was witty.
We didn't hear it at all on the show.
I think that was stupid of me to say.
I liked it. The show was not good. It was also not bad. It was
right in the
a
middle.
show. It was
It was a
basically
show.
Top Chef with different
Mhm.
people.
It was
Mhm.
well, not even all that many different people.
Yeah,
Some are the
it's
same
true.
people.
We have our friend.
Okay, well, let's talk about this. Did we see the Top Chef alumni?
Mhm.
The baldest person we ever talked about on this show was on this show.
Cliff Crooks.
Cliff Crooks was there.
Yeah, he
Cliff
was there.
Crooks is,
By the way,
he runs
looking great.
Yeah,
Does look
he's a prize fighter.
Mm.
He's apparently the head of culinary something at that hotel or
At
whatever.
all the BLT steak
at
places.
all the BLT steak places. Look at him. Talk about a come up.
Which, if you were someone like me and you heard that the first time, I just thought he was head of specifically BLT steaks at a restaurant.
Nice.
Bacon, lettuce,
And I was
tomato
like,
steaks.
that is so specific. If he just oversees that one dish, and then I was like, oh, that's the name of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, Cliff Crooks was there, and talking about pranks, he loves a prank. I mean, he got in trouble for a prank.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah.
The biggest prank ever on Top Chef.
Biggest prank ever.
Shaving
Yeah.
someone's head. Yeah.
Marcel,
The joke's on you. You get
you
kicked off
got
the show.
so pranked, brother.
I'm confused why that wasn't part of the challenge. Was to hold someone down and shave their head.
Yeah.
That's what he's known for.
That is what he's known for.
Instead, they did like make a dish for BLT. What?
I don't like how no one brought up that he did that.
It wasn't even mentioned.
It's like people
Yeah.
moved past it. Like, no, that's what he's known for. Like, bring it up, mention it.
Yeah.
Don't ever let him move past it.
Every time he's on TV, if he's not verbally addressing it, there should be something underneath on his runner when it says his name that says "shaved man's head" on
Yeah.
TV against man's will.
Yeah. Well, nowadays you would have to say "shaved white man's head" on TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Against straight heterosexual man's will.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then I wonder who's in the wrong then when you put it that way.
Yes.
I feel like Cliff is allowed to do that.
Probably still you.
That would help the show, honestly, because then it's like we're asking questions and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I don't know how he saw the main host's hair and didn't throw her to the ground and shave her head.
Oh, Anne?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anne Morel's the host of the show.
Her hair looks like a peacock. Well, not a peacock, a parrot, like that.
Yeah.
That white
Yeah.
parrot that's in the islands.
Cockatiel.
Yes.
Cockatiel. Yes.
Yes, she's known for her hair, along obviously with her cooking and her hosting.
I only know her for her hair.
Yeah.
I've never had her cooking or seen it.
She's good. She does a lot of shows. She still is a little too aggressive for my taste.
She's mean.
She's a little mean. She seems like someone that might yell at
Reza,
you.
your
if
color
you're-
is showing. Would you say this about Gordon Ramsay?
What did I say? This?
Oh,
I did say I
yeah.
didn't like
Oh,
Gordon
boy.
Ramsay.
Reeves says that when a woman has power, that she's
Yeah. And yeah. And it's, we all have our little,
hang-ups.
our hang-ups.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine are people with parrot hair.
Mine are people with hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically everyone but Tom.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, which is why we like him so
Tom
much.
and Cliff. Tom and Cliff.
Yeah, this show was it's hard to pick things that Top Chef that Tom could steal from the show because this show has clearly already stolen so much from Top Chef.
Yeah,
Right.
and they also did it right. Like they got more than just one or two black chefs. They got 3 starting. So it's like,
And that's more than 1 or 2.
yeah. So the percentage that a black person could win has been basically up 30%.
So then you can go ahead and get rid of one the very first episode, and it's not
Very
that
first
big
episode.
a deal.
Immediately.
It's not
First
that big a
episode.
deal.
Immediately, and you don't feel guilty about it.
Immediately, because like we got 2 spare tires back there.
And you suggest to her that you tell her she should be very grateful that she even was on the show. And that was
Yep.
the accomplishment for her, is getting on and then getting off immediately.
She can say, "This is a road bump, but it won't stop me. I'm going to
Mhm.
keep cooking."
And then the other woman said that she's only 24, give her a few more years, she's going to go places.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering why we're pointing out that the first person is probably going to be a woman kicked off, because there's 2 black women, so you have a spare. Whereas you can't kick off the only black guy, because that is racist.
And remember when I voted when we did the Top Chef fantasy team, and I was like, a black woman, she clearly will go very far, and she got eliminated like second.
Because there was no spare.
despair.
Kiki let me down. I really thought it was going to happen.
And then she was also in the preview a lot. There was like stuff with her
Yes.
crying, and I was like, she's at
She's
least making
gone.
it.
That was my
to,
first
the end.
pick.
Yeah,
she's
and
gone.
she did
I
not.
really fucking bit it with that thing. I was so
See,
bad.
That was
That's
bad.
why you should have. See, you picked a black woman, and then you should have picked another one so that you had your team stacked. Because Dawn made it to the end.
Could have picked
That
up.
would have been smart. Yeah. I do think
The day is always darkest before the dawn.
the one thing I liked about Vegas Chef Prize Fight is the fact that they insisted on letting us know that this is a job application. That this is not a competition show.
It's not a competition.
You are applying for this job. So when this woman gets eliminated, it's I'm sorry you didn't get the job. Go home.
Go
And that's their thing. That's what makes it different from Top Chef is that you are applying for this job. You're going to be the head chef of a $10 million restaurant in Vegas. And just so you know, if you're interested in watching the show at all after our review, do not go on Google and type in Vegas Chef Prize Fight because the second link is a spoiler for the winner. It literally says, here's the
tells
Hulu
you.
link, and the next link is so-and-so quits the restaurant that they won the show on.
Oh no!
So I can't watch it now.
You got
Yeah, I can't watch it now. It's spoiled.
You got to Google that and put no spoilers
Yep.
after.
You just got to change your save filters to no spoilers.
Yeah. So one thing we want to make sure that you guys do before you watch this show, we did this with the other show with the layers, is you want to make sure that you watch $1 Million Baby.
Yes.
If you watch $1 Million Baby, maybe call it $10 Million Baby, $10 Million Restaurant, you'll get the show is boxing and prize fight and $10 Million Baby, and she gets paralyzed in that movie. It's very sad.
It is
You know
very
they made-
sad. That movie also has Clint Eastwood, which I
Yes.
think that there would be a real plus in this show if Clint Eastwood would show up. You know, maybe during the judging point or when they're selecting who won the challenge. And
Oh, I think he's here right now, actually. What are these capers?
what are these capers? And Clint Eastwood just walked in.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen,
What are these capers?
the
Clint.
spaghetti westerner himself, Clint Eastwood.
Put your hands up high
Okay.
to the sky.
And to the viewers at home, he is talking to an empty chair right now.
Don't ever put blue cheese on my steak,
Mm-hmm.
you filthy animal.
Clint,
Okay.
did you watch the Vegas Chef Prize Fight? Did you enjoy it?
No, I was too busy making a sequel to my movie that was racist towards Asian people.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that movie though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's Brian's taste.
Clint, do you have a person that you think might win the Vegas Prize Fight?
I think one of the spooks will win.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for
offensive.
stopping by.
That
Clint.
was pretty bad. It also he kind of sounded like Sling Blade to me a little bit. So maybe that explains it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Clint Eastwood. Everybody.
Clint Eastwood,
Wow.
everyone.
Big get for
I
us.
don't think we'll have him on this show anymore.
No, he just wandered into your.
He's wandering out now into the cold.
Okay.
He took his
Wow.
chair with him too. So he's still
He did, and
talking
that was
to the
my chair, so that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he
So-
said that it's his. He says anything that's yours, you don't actually own. You can't own anything.
Yeah.
Actually, when he first was here, he said something even worse, so I don't want to repeat it.
Oh no.
Okay, we'll just guess what it is in my head.
Go ahead. That's good.
Oh, that is bad.
So, yeah, it's terrible when you think about it like that. So what were we talking about?
I don't know. Vegas Chef Prize
We're
Fight.
pretty
The show
much
was
wrapped
Chef
up
Prize
with
Fight.
it.
It was fine. I think
Yeah.
Reese had the best review of the show. It wasn't a bad show. It wasn't a good show. It was
It's a
just
show.
look, folks. There's a lot of TV to fill.
So much TV, so much
Some of
cooking
it's-
TV. There's
yes.
a lot.
It's not going to
Yeah.
all be bad or good. Some of it's just going to be TV.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of like food in that way. Not all food's going to be good. Not all food's going to be bad. There's
Yeah.
going to be food.
Some of it
But it is
just
gonna be food.
It is what it is. This show did in the middle of it have a brief history of the Flamingo restaurant that they would be cooking at. They just kind of told you the history of it, like all the people that used to go to it, which included lots of mafia.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that, and there was also shots of buildings, imploding and stuff like that.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Not really sure what they were trying to
The
tell us
Vegas
there.
Strip is changing, and here's a building falling down.
Yes. So, you can watch it for that, but honestly, you can skip it. You don't have to watch it.
Yeah, you don't need to watch it.
Mm-mm.
Tom, I don't know much you could take. I like the idea of it being like a job application. Maybe do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's Vegas. Chef
Next.
prize fight. Next up, let's do Chefs I Prepared for You.
Yeah.
This is a segment we do every week where we talk about what we had for dinner last night and only last night, and present it to you as if we're presenting it to the judges on Top Chef. I'll begin. Chefs I Prepared for You. I ordered for you Detroit style pizza and homemade arugula salad with lemon and lime juice, freshly squeezed.
Sprite. You put Sprite on it.
I did. Brian caught me. I poured Sprite on it.
Well, you like
I
it
poured
nice
Sprite
and
on it and then I
soggy.
drained it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I slopped it up.
Yeah. Well, you keep trying to get your Sprite pizza flavored Sprite off the ground, and it's like no one really will like put any money into any of the like creation of the flavors. So you're like, I got to do this myself.
Everyone keeps saying that the dough is too sugary, and I'm like, well, it's because I'm not using water. I'm using Sprite.
Yeah. Exactly.
I do want to point out that I said Sprite only because Jamal said lemon and lime,
And not
for
because he thinks black people love
for
Sprite.
no other reason. No other reason.
That's not why. If that's what you're thinking, you're like, did he say Sprite because Jamal's black and black people traditionally like Sprite and they're in almost every Sprite commercial? No, that's not it. That's not it.
Just because he said
It was
lemon
just a
and lime.
coincidence.
Yeah,
Just
just like
a
coincidence.
It's just the specific you picked out.
Just because the Drake robot runs on Sprite does not mean...
Yeah, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything.
You guys remember that commercial when he was Drake robot running on Sprite?
Mm-hmm.
First name greatest, last name ever. Like
Now that robot
ain't
runs
nothing
on-
to play with.
Now that robot runs on Tabasco sauce.
Chefs, I prepare for you roasted chicken with asparagus.
Okay.
That's it. I've done this before on the podcast. It's a staple I like to do. Your little buttermilk brine with some salt.
Right. The buttermilk brine.
Yeah, I did it for 2 days this time.
Wow.
Very juicy, very nice.
You know, I'm thinking about getting a food delivery service and start logging some recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean like the Blue Apron or whatever?
Blue Apron or HelloFresh or Chef or Home Chef or Green Chef, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I might get back in the game.
Get back in the game. Mix it up a little. Did you pan roast the asparagus?
I just threw it in the oven on another shelf.
Okay,
with the,
I was going to say, because the
nice.
chicken takes up the whole oven, I would think.
It's so big.
It's such a big chicken.
So big. I put it right on the bottom.
And we all know Reese is a size queen. So
It's got to be.
Loves a big
I got to
chicken.
get the biggest chicken possible, and I spend most of my time with a plunger trying to get it in to the oven, and then taping the oven closed so it stays that way, and
then he has to make sure the plunger goes back in the bathroom because coming out, trust me, it's also going to be big.
yes, exactly. It's got to live there as well. So I roasted the chicken. It was good. Staple.
Nice.
Sounds good.
So you have lots of chicken left over. What do you do with that? Just snack on it, sandwiches throughout the week, or do you do...
better believe it. It's like I'm doing chicken sandwiches. I'm doing chicken tacos. I'm doing chicken salad.
Love a chicken salad.
It's like a Forrest Gump bit. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of things with it.
If Tom heard this menu, he'd be like, "Oh, great! Apparently, I'm a peasant.
There's the poorhouse, apparently, is where Reeves lives.
Why don't you get a
pissed.
job, bum?"
And it did happen in the episode. He had to address chicken, and he was so pissed about it.
Annoyed.
Yeah.
Okay. Chefs, last night, I prepared for you. Procured for you. Chick-fil-A that I ate in a car. And
Okay. Cool.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Here's the story. I apologize that we're at 26 minutes and we're diving into another story. But this is what the show is, guys.
Yeah, and also they're not listening to this part, so it's okay.
Yeah, no one listens.
You're
to this part
skipping it.
anymore.
Yeah.
You're skipping it. Here we go. I went to a professional wrestling school's open house.
Holy shit. Oh.
And it was a 40-minute drive from here. It started at 7 o'clock, so left at 6, right about dinner time. Went to Chick-fil-A first, sat in the parking lot, ate my Chick-fil-A, and then went inside and proceeded to watch 30 minutes of a wrestling class, and then get talked to by the head trainer for about an hour, and then watch some matches, and then went home.
Okay.
So you didn't partake in any wrestling?
No, this was a watch, talk to the trainer. If you're interested, sign up. If
You're
not,
auditing. You're auditing the class.
Yes. Yes.
And the talk with the teacher, did he say anything like, hey, listen, no one's going to steal my heat, brother. No one's going to get into my spot, man. Okay, dude, you guys are going to get in there and you're going to get me over, brother, because no one's taking my heat, man. You dude's going to do the right thing and put me over. You better do it, bro.
Yeah, like he had us sitting in the room by ourselves for like a few minutes. Now the lights went out, came back up. He came in.
Okay.
Oh man, dripping in baby oil, as orange as you could be. And he was like, "Listen here, brother."
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "You're not gonna take my heat, brother."
Yeah.
And he kept pointing at everyone. He's like, "You're gonna take my heat, brother." And you had to say like, "No, sir." He's like, "That's right, brother." And he would do the Macho Man fingers. And then he would go on these
the
like
Macho Man is back, and I'm in
Whoa.
effect right now on
Okay.
the podcast.
The Macho Man
yeah,
is
yeah.
here.
Chick-fil-A, baby. I haven't had it before, but I love it. Yeah.
Macho Man, what do you think of Gran Torino?
I think it's a bad movie. Ooh,
Okay,
Okay.
Macho Man thinks that.
Yeah, it just I don't want to point this out, but Brian, you do see that this looks like this Spam Man with a Macho Man mask on.
You know, now that I think about it,
yeah. I'm
Spam
definitely
is
not the Spam
sort of
Man.
like Slim Jims, are sort of the same thing.
Very similar.
Not the Spam.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm not the Spam Man.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Okay, man, you gotta go. I don't like you in my space. So you gotta go. You gotta go.
The Spam Man is like. Oh no, he's
Too
going
much
to the
Spam
top
Man.
rope. He's gonna drop the elbow on
You
him.
drop the elbow.
Get out. Go away. No, stop. Get off the chair. Take the chair out to Clint.
He's marrying Elizabeth in Jamal's living room. It's
Okay.
right there. Right.
Okay,
behind-
and
he's
Brian's
marrying
joking
Elizabeth.
about that. Brian's joking about that, but that was one of the most beautiful moments I've ever seen on television. Is when
It really
Macho
was.
Man
And everyone
Miss
loves
Elizabeth got together and finally got married after
Finally.
he thought that she was trying to get with Hulk Hogan, but she was not. Okay, and she took him back.
He made an honest woman out of her, and she made him settle down.
Man, did you guys watch that Macho Man Dark Side of the Ring?
Oh, I don't watch that. Those
Depressing.
documentaries are too
Yeah.
depressing. I can't.
Yeah, you'd be real
I
sad.
did not.
Yeah.
I did not.
So yeah, I
Does
went
it?
to an open house for Create a Pro Wrestler, which has produced such wrestling talents as Anthony Bowens, Max Caster, MJF, both Bears of Bear Country, Chris Statlander, and now it's being run. The head trainer is a WWE producer, and I learned what that is.
A producer. Wow.
Yeah.
Produce things.
So he produces shit. So that's nice.
He
Worst show on television.
produce low ratings year after year.
he said that he mostly works with the women, and he was like, we put it on a show.
Yes, we put on a show.
Hey, guy, if you can't get excited about it, why do you expect your audience to?
Yeah, he's stoked about it. It seemed like a cool job. I think it's one of the jobs that like I think anyone would take that job if you were like trying to be a wrestler and they're like, "Hey, do you want to come be a producer at WWE?" You'd be like, "Yeah."
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna join the circus.
And I'm going to do wrestling at nighttime when I'm off.
Yeah.
So, Brian,
I don't know.
What
Yes.
does this mean for you? This means you're leaving the improv life for the wrestling life.
So professional wrestling and improv are the same thing. Exact same thing. It literally is the fucking same thing. You pay $1,000 for 3 months of classes.
Mm-hmm.
After the 3 months of classes, if you're good enough, there are more advanced classes you can go to. If not, you can repeat the 3 months again, but you're on a month-by-month pay scale. And what happens is, if you get good enough, they will have student shows where you can do wrestling in front of people.
Wow.
He might pick you.
Are these
to,
bringer
like-
shows where
to,
you bring
like-
your family and friends?
They might be. He might pick you to do their because they put on shows there. If you're good enough, you might get put on a show there. You might get picked to do spots different places. And it really, I was sitting there and I was like, this is fucking UCB. It's the exact same thing. You're like sort of promised these things, but like not promised these things. It's like, this could do this, but not everyone gets this. But you're like, well, I'm here for this.
And just like doing improv, you do have to provide a copy of your MRI before you can start a class.
Right. Yeah. They want to make sure that everything's okay.
And they checked yours. They're like, your brain is basically matches Hulk Hogan's right now.
Bumblebee. I couldn't get into the Joe Wingert game class.
No, but if I was in better shape, I'd sign up for it. It seems
What
like
do
a
you
lot of
mean
fun.
better shape? You got the calves for
You
it.
could do it.
No.
You could be the
I'd
calf man.
I'd get winded after like the first.
That could be your thing.
No, my character is Fat Gene. I've already discussed it.
Fat Gene's trying to steal my heat, brother.
You ain't gonna take it all, you fat Gene. I don't think so, baby.
Did you see Fat Gene out there, man? That dude was trying to steal my heat, brother. We gotta get him out of here, man.
Fat Gene
A lot of people here are here to see Fat Gene, but I gotta tell you, he's not gonna take my heat, brother.
Fat Gene is the modern day Dusty Rhodes, and that's just like what it is. And he's coming for your heat.
Yeah.
He's coming for my heat. Oh!
Wolfpack. Well, that sounds very exciting. I hope it works out for you. I hope that you don't piss off, that producer too much, even though it does sound like you're trying to steal his heat. I think I might have stated it on this podcast before that I would, if I was ever to be involved with wrestling, I would absolutely want to be a manager. I feel like I would be great at it, and I would love to do it.
That was one thing. He was like, does anyone here want to be like a ref or like a manager? And I was kind of like, I could see myself being a manager because you still have to go through wrestling training and know how to wrestle. But you're just there to fall down and take a bump every now and then. And that seems like a lot of fun. I'll be fuck right now, man. Shit. I'll hold the urn.
And dude,
walk out there with fucking chalk on my face.
That guy was legendary.
Paul Bear, man.
Yeah.
You got the gift of gab too, Brian.
Yeah.
You got to get out there and get under that mic. Yeah.
Yeah. Undertaker.
Okay. So, improv and wrestling, common threads. We'll be right back after this.
Wow. I'll take it.
Pod Chef.
And we're back. Pod Chef, Season 5, Episode 8. Top Chef, Season 4, Episode 8.
Nailed
common
it. First time.
threads. Yeah, I always nail it.
Perfect.
I always nail it. There's never any editing for like 14 takes. That
I don't
Ryan
edit
has to do.
anything on this podcast. So
Nothing
if it
on the
sounds like there's a weird jump, it's just how we talk.
It's just how we talk. I sometimes, and then we finish,
Yeah, and
So
if maybe
that's
you
what
thought
happens.
it sounded like, on the last episode, it sounded like Jamal made a reference to something that Reeves had said earlier in the podcast, and maybe we cut about a particular performer with improv thing.
No.
That didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
No. And also, you didn't even listen to that part anyways, so why do you care?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was I supposed to cut that part? Maybe, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I don't cut anything.
Yeah, you're asking questions, and trust me, he doesn't cut anything, all right?
No.
The people who have paid for the Patreon know that he doesn't cut anything.
Yeah. You pay the Patreon, you get the filthy bits. And it's everything everyone else gets,
And it's
too.
everything that everyone else gets. It's all filthy. We're a couple filthy boys. All right. So, finally,
Top
there's
Chef.
proof in Top Chef.
Press play on your VCR.
Will you stop listening and press play for a second?
Look, take out the Fox and the Hound VHS that's currently in there. I know you
Get
keep
it
watching
out
it
of
because
there.
you want to cry because it's the winter and we're all sad.
Get
Take
it
it
out
out.
there.
Dog.
We'll always be friends forever, and put in Top Chef Season 4, Episode 8, Common Threads, and stop watching Fox and the Hound right now.
Stop watching.
Too sad.
All right, so we
Too
start
sad.
off. It's super sad. We start off this episode. We finally got proof that the chefs brush their teeth.
Yes.
Because for whatever reason, we started with a montage of people brushing their teeth.
Because people have been asking about it. Like Tom told us, they got a lot of letters that were like, do these chefs brush their teeth?
People kept saying, "You keep doing stuff for the feet freaks. What about the teeth freaks?"
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Representation matters.
Those pearly whites.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they showed all the chefs with toothbrushes in their mouths, going up and down. Proof that they are people. They're human. We go right to the quick fire. Guess what, everyone? Sound the alarms. It's a commercial.
It's a freaking
commercial.
commercial.
It's a commercial quick fire.
baby. We got Art Smith in there, personal chef too.
2.
Oprah.
Oh.
And no, you do not say, you mean okra. No, it's Oprah,
Mhm.
right?
It's Oprah, and he's her
Yeah.
personal chef.
You
And what
only
are they-
make that mistake one time. You
Before
call
she
Oprah
cuts you out
one
of her
time
life.
and you're done.
Mm.
You know what? Now you're bringing up Oprah. I want to mention something. Michelle Obama's birthday is after my birthday.
Mhm.
And it's interesting because I always write on her Facebook page and her Instagram, "Happy birthday."
We
And
used,
she's
to have, we used to say happy birthday, Queen.
I say, "Happy birthday, Queen." And she usually likes the post and she's like, "Thank you very much." And I'm like, "Isn't it nice for a friend that you know to say happy birthday on your birthday?" And she'll continue commenting, like, "Yeah, it's nice." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know it's nice."
And then
For
you take
someone-
you take it to the DMs and the conversation continues.
Yeah, I'm like, "Are you not understanding? My birthday's one day before yours, and you never say happy birthday to me." She goes, "Can you believe this is what she said? Oh, happy belated birthday." Is she in on it now? Is she in on the prank now?
I mean, she's the first lady.
How? And
Former
we
first lady.
kind of get into conspiracy theories sometimes on this show, and it maybe is bad, but how deep does this prank go?
Right?
How far does it reach? We're
Pretty
talking, does
close
it
to the
go
top, it sounds like.
This
all
is,
the way to the government?
and I'm like, okay,
Is Russia involved?
I don't know. I didn't see a dossier.
Ukraine?
Only Crimea. I only have friends in Crimea.
Russia is the one that pranked Jamal, okay? It wasn't me. It was Russia the whole time.
Holy
I'm going to get
crap.
them to prank them again.
Okay, and
They're
Trump's
gonna-
here.
Holy crap.
They'll prank him again, and there's nothing that Sleepy Joe can do about it, okay? I'm the only one. I'm the only one that can save Jamal from getting pranked, okay? You got to reelect me. It's the only way.
If that's the way to get people to say happy birthday and not prank me the next day, I might do it.
Jamal votes for his own interests.
The next
Yep.
4 years, the next 4 years are Jamal's getting pranks in the streets nonstop, okay? It's out of control.
Yeah.
There's not a Starbucks safe.
Yeah.
Smash windows, that's a prank.
All these blue states are pranking me.
All these fat people in their mother's basements pranking Jamal.
Enough of the pranks. So I just thought I'd bring that up because, I messaged her on her birthday. She won't return the favor. But
So
anyways,
it's a freaking Uncle Ben's commercial. And does Uncle Ben's exist anymore, or did they change the name of
I
it?
was going to
they
say,
changed the name, I think, to Cousin Tom.
Uncle Cracker?
Kid
Kid Rock's best friend?
Yeah, Uncle Cracker. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know how you met me.
Don't
That is the
know
fucking
why.
worst song in the world.
No, it's great.
So they have to cook something in 15 minutes or less. Padma does a great job of introducing this Uncle Ben's rice by never saying that it tastes good, but also never saying that it tastes bad,
Nope.
just saying that it's food. And this is like what we talked about earlier. She just says, it's quick and it's rice. Here you go.
Yes.
Which I don't think she would be allowed to do if this was sponsored by Rice Aroni. I think they'd be like, no, you must tell people that it's good. And this is the problem that, traditionally black brands that aren't black brands that are using our faces, they don't understand. You gotta make sure that they say it tastes good. You can't just say that it's quick and cheap. Stop associating, Aunt Jemima,
Quick and cheap.
Mrs. Buttersworth,
Quick and cheap.
Uncle Ben. Stop associating that with quick and cheap.
And do we need to also cancel Uncle Ben from Spider-Man? Does he need to get out of here as well?
I think so.
He can't make a risotto.
That's true.
That's for sure.
Because,
No.
he's freaking in the grave, so that's part of the problem. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
so Antonia did rice and salad, which I didn't really think. I was like, I guess I have had that, and that's pretty good. But apparently it's really
never
good
had
because she
it.
killed it. She won.
That's what I get from Kava every time I go. They get a rice and greens bowl.
Well, I'll be honest. She also put a steak on the plate. So
Oh, yeah. That's smart.
Yeah,
there's-
put a steak on a plate. That's kind of how you win
Yeah.
these things.
So let's talk about what Mark did, shall we? Let's listen.
Miso glazed turkey breast on top of a warm salad of whole grain brown rice, sugar snap peas, and grapes. It's laced with a little bit of kick-up mayonnaise and chili.
I need a sauce.
I need sauce, and I need this chicken not to be so tough.
It's turkey.
Oh, turkey, excuse me.
I think the miso glaze might have helped it out a lot.
It's a little dry.
A little dry.
Okay.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
very much. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna, be in the top 3 on this one.
What gave it away?
It's turkey. I literally just said that it was turkey when I was explaining it. Padma's not paying attention, just face down in the food. She's like, this chicken tastes like shit. It's turkey, mate. That's turkey.
Yeah.
Still shit. It's awful. That's probably why it's so dry.
That's a bad idea. Who the fuck does turkey for anything on Top Chef unless you're told to do turkey because of Thanksgiving at Tom Colicchio's house?
Mark seems like fun guy, nice guy. Probably a
Great
good
for the
cook.
podcast if we could get him.
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be so
Yeah,
great.
time difference though. Oh god.
He's got a lot of backwards ideas on what he's gonna cook. You guys been to New Zealand? I have. It's quite nice.
No, but I want to go Lord of the Rings
Yes, Lord of the Rings.
I got turned away at the border, but that's a whole thing I don't have time to get into.
Okay.
because you weren't vaccinated.
That and other things.
Djokovic. Djokovic. Is that his last name? Tennis guy.
Yes.
Australian tennis guy couldn't come over here because he's.
Yeah, that's not the issue I had.
Oh, okay.
I wish it was that simple.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we don't
Is it
have to get
because-
into it.
Because he had a bunch of fruit that you can't bring fruit into foreign countries.
No,
The
I don't want to
scenes.
get into. I literally said I don't want to get into it.
Okay.
so.
We should respect his space.
Okay. Maybe you'll tell me later.
It's because I was black.
Okay.
Oh.
So let's talk about this. They go to the elimination, and guess what they have to do, everyone?
Well, wait. Antonio wins with her salad rice. Did we say
Yeah,
that already?
whoop-de-doo. Antonio wins with her rice salad with skirt steak, arugula, red onions, and cherry tomatoes.
And
Whoop-de-doo,
Mark's
good for
food
you.
needed a sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he should have.
Needs sauce.
He should have. Do you know if he tasted the sauce with a spoon?
Put your finger in it. He's done it before.
Because if he did, and maybe it was bad, he may have trolled the sauce
Yeah,
out.
maybe that's what happened. He drew
You're
the
taught
sauce
if it's
out.
bad, throw it out. I want to start just like going to places and eating food and be like, I need sauce. And they'll be like, okay, what do you want? I'm like, just give me a
sauce.
sauce.
Can I,
Just need
can I
some
get
more
a sauce? I shouldn't have to tell you. Can I get a sauce?
Give me, and some people,
This
some people
chicken's dry.
so
got a
you're eating
big
a steak.
Yeah. Chicken's fucking dry and eats sauce.
Yeah, turkey is very dry. I have a.
What was that? I thought you had something.
No, I do.
What was that?
Okay.
I have a stupid story that I was going to share, but I wasn't going to do it. Then I said, so I will. A friend who would eat turkey sandwiches from a deli, but he doesn't eat mayonnaise. He would get butter on his turkey sandwiches because he needed some sort of sauce.
So he's
Could
like,
you imagine?
butter sauce?
Well, butter makes everything.
Is he
taste
doing
better.
okay now?
He wasn't doing okay then.
Oh no. Well, there you go. Yep. So Antonio
Probably
wins.
turned into butter.
They have this. Okay, so time for the elimination challenge.
Yes.
They
Which
were
is
told to make a healthy, simple, and flavorful meal for a family of 4 using only $10.
And let's adjust for inflation.
Hold on a second. Yeah, let's talk about this. A lot of people are thinking, like, right now in 2022, $10? You can't buy nothing with $10.
Can't.
This is 2008?
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
You're a rich person with
Yep,
$10.
Exactly. Let me freaking do the math here. 546. That's 1,000,000 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a million years
Yep.
ago. A lot of people don't understand, like, yes, like one thing of 3 chicken breasts is $10 now, but back then it was like $4. Okay.
You buy the
So
store with
you could
$10.
buy a store with $10 and then like not stock it. You'd have like $1 left over to stock
Yeah, you have $1 left over. You go to McDonald's and get the whole menu.
the whole menu for $1 and put it on the shelves and upcharge it. You'd be fine.
I cannot fathom having $10 to spend. Well, so this is $1 million, but like they were getting like fresh veg. Like when she was like $10 at Whole Foods, I was like, no.
I think it costs
Well-
$10 to go into Whole
Yeah,
Foods,
there's a
right?
cover charge.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
now.
could at least get a couple of lobsters. I know now. So
That motherfucker said, he said, yeah, we know that the lobster's a good price. But Andrew says with McMeal $10, so I guess I'm not making lobster tartine or whatever. And it's like, yeah, fucking of course not.
Of course not.
That's the people. This really showed like how different people are raised, because like Stephanie's like, my mom only made gourmet food. What is $10?
yeah,
The fuck am I gonna do with this?
she had no concept of money.
Mhm.
You know, I didn't think I was going to like Andrew. I thought the first episode I was like, this guy is just going to annoy me, and I'm just going to pick a lot of clips of him saying crazy stuff. I like Andrew. I think he's endearing. I think he's
You're
like,
starting to see some of yourself in him.
I think that's what it is. I think he's a guy that like shouldn't probably be there, but he cooks good food. He's maybe not on the level of Blaze, and maybe he wants to be like a Blaze or a Dale, and he's not like that. But you know, he's very honest with who he is.
Yeah. Just a guy, just a chef.
Just a chef.
So when they're in Whole Foods, this is one of the longest shopping segments they've ever done.
Yeah, it
I mean,
was.
we are in Whole Foods for a good chunk of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then they cut back to the house, and this is a big mistake. I thought Antonia was going home because what did she do? She admitted she misses her kids.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
She called her kid.
Uh-oh. You know who's not winning? Someone who misses their kids.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Does she have
You know that.
tattoos?
Ooh,
I think so.
I think so.
Mm-mm.
Misses her kids and has tattoos, you're going home.
Do you think she's ever used a phone before?
Well, she had mastery of it in this episode.
But she was like holding the phone away from her face,
Uh-huh.
and it was like a flip phone with the flip opening away from her, and the speakerphone just like talking into it like the back of the phone.
So we all had a flip phone at one point in time. Those things were so complicated.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the Razor? I would open that thing up and I'd be like, start shaving with it. And
Cut
I'd be like,
yourself.
Yeah.
this is not one. And like people on the other end, I'd hear be like, hello? Hello? I'm like, I'm trying to shave.
You're like,
Can you
ow.
give me a second?
Mm-hmm. Close shave. I always liked flipping it open. I gotta make a call.
yeah.
Flip that bad boy open. Try to get on
Yeah.
the internet 5 minutes
And
later.
then
Can't see anything.
flip it back closed.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Crack
have a
that screen.
sidekick? I wanted a sidekick so bad,
Oh,
but I couldn't get
Oh
one.
my God. I couldn't get one either. My friend had one though. He was so cool.
It was very cool to have a sidekick.
Oh, he was so
All
cool.
QWERTY keyboard, full QWERTY keyboard.
Oh,
You're
man,
texting.
he was so cool.
Flip.
Isn't there a basketball player that used the BlackBerry until recently and just found out that like they discontinued it?
That's fun if it is true.
I'm trying to remember who
Possibly.
it is. There's someone
It's
that's
like
like,
Shaq or somebody. Who's
yeah,
on a
I
BlackBerry.
like the keyboard. I only use the BlackBerry.
That sounds.
and this
yeah,
was
I
like a
think
year
that's
ago.
right.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Anyway.
So Antonio misses her kids, but guess what, Antonio? We've got some stand-in kids that are going to come, and they're going to help you cook your meal because that's what happens. They employ child labor on Top Chef,
Yep.
Mm.
and don't worry, they all came in with their assigned forms from their parents, so they can do
Mhm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
So now all the chefs have to cook with a kid as a sous chef, and let's listen to Spike interact with his kid.
Gonna bake some apples. That's a pro. That's pro. All right. You got yourself?
Yeah, sort of.
Well, come over here. Within 30 seconds of having a peel in his hand, my kid is bleeding. It's a minor little cut.
Yeah, a little bit.
Does it burn?
A little bit.
You know what the saying is? You cut yourself, it's good luck. I'm amazed just to see a kid cut himself with the peeler and get right back into doing what he needs to do. Impressed me tremendously. You got a girlfriend, Alex?
No. Not yet.
Not yet. That's what.
Yeah, Alex can't be tied down.
Yeah. He's like, "Do you have a girlfriend, Spike?"
Yeah.
Spike's like,
Do you
"Yeah."
have
He's
a
like, "Well,
girlfriend,
I'm gonna
Spike?"
take your girl.
Yeah.
Okay, you better not let her near me, Spike."
And then he shows him his name tag and says Alex, aka Mr. Steal Your Girl. And Spike's like, oh my God.
When take a close look at this part. When he says "not yet," he does that thing like when you're shaking a dip can. He's like, "Not yet."
Yeah.
Making that noise
Not
with his
yet.
fingers.
Not yet, but
Fucking
give me a
baller.
couple hours.
Fucking
Huh?
baller. He's like, throwing a lip.
He's like, not with you around, Spike. You're cramping my style. Go sit over next to the sinks. I'm trying to pick up some of these ladies.
Yo,
I think
Antonio,
in one of the other cuts, Spike asked him, "Hey, do you have a girlfriend?" He goes, "Oh, great, I'm with the Virgin."
Yeah, because what you don't see is when he said "not yet," Spike asked for tips.
Yeah.
Spike's
Spike's
"Ugh,
follow-up question: how did you get a girl? How do I
How
get a
did you-
girlfriend?
how did you do it?"
These girls hate
And-
these hats I'm wearing.
Yeah. And Spike, if you don't like any of this, come on the podcast.
Yeah, man.
Spike was like, "Look, dude, most of these women are lesbians here. I don't know what to do."
This is probably what he was thinking.
Yeah, Spike, if you don't like any of this talk, come on the podcast. and we can address it.
Please beat me up on the podcast.
Seriously. Let's have a fight.
But that kid survived. He
survived.
got a bandage over his finger, and then Tom showed up, right?
Tom shows up and he wants to spy on the kids and
Yeah,
see
he
what's
does.
happening. And man, is he concerned about some possible injuries happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a kid in one cutaway who's like slamming a pot on the
Yeah.
table. And you can see Tom go, watch your
Yeah, he's
fingers.
like, watch your fingers, watch your fingers, watch your fingers. He was terrified. Tom was brought in to scare the kids and to upset them because he forced
hold on
them
a second.
Go ahead.
Hold on a second. Let me just take my pen out. Scare the kids. Check mark. That was done.
Yes.
Go ahead.
He was trying to upset them, and he liked to put them on the spot and ask them what they were cooking. And those kids were like, I don't even know what I'm doing here, to be honest. This guy over here keeps trying to get me to eat beets. I don't want to eat beets.
I don't want
I
to
want
eat
a hot
beets.
dog. I'm a kid.
One of the kids was like, this lady keeps talking about this is a vegetarian dish and there's no meat in it. And I'm like, I kind of like meat. And she keeps pushing it on me.
You've never had a curry? Do you like spicy food? Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Okay,
Good talk.
Maybe you
Yeah.
like this. You know where New Zealand is? No, neither do I, mate.
He's
Then they
like,
talk.
he asked her where she was from. She said Mexico. He's like, "Oh, I'm from a little place called New Zealand." She's like, yeah, I fucking know where New Zealand
I
is.
know where it
I'm
is.
at the age where I see a map every day at school. They're always like, here's New Zealand. I get it.
Tom stopped by Spike Station and said, "Oh, I know one of you fucks."
And he was like, not this guy. And he pointed to Spike.
Spike's back
And
was
then him and
turned.
that kid fucking did a big old high
Yeah.
five and did like
Yeah.
slam. Like,
Dabbed
Spike's
him
back
up.
was turned and he was whisking something and he just heard that and he like kind of looked over his shoulder,
Yeah.
hoping that Tom would say, "I'm talking about you," but he never.
and
did,
then Tom
'cause-
knocked his fedora off. Was like,
Yeah.
nerd.
So not talking.
Pretty much most of that conversation was Tom and Alex were just kind of like shoulder to shoulder, kind of like shooting the shit to each other. And Spike was kind of leaning in. Spike was like, "Hey, Alex, can you help me with this?" And they're just like shaking their head. They're like, "This fucking guy, I don't know what's wrong with it." He's
I
like,
don't
"So
know.
Alex, are you going to the club afterwards?" So I just like,
Yeah.
go down. Maybe you and I can go. We can hang out. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing later. I don't know.
Spike was like, "I like the club." He's like, "Yeah, no one cares."
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Alex talked about girls earlier. And Alex was like, no, I fucking was. Nerd asked me if I had a girlfriend.
Yep.
So Antonia cries when she sees little kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
She cries when she saw them. Let's see here. I don't understand why Nikki's still in this competition. That's just me.
She's top 3.
Yeah,
is
this episode.
Still here.
This episode, not leading up to this episode. That's for sure.
It's pretty incredible because she is not good at this show. But it's not to get into Survivor again, but there are some people that could just somehow fly under the radar and not do anything and just last and just not mess up when everyone else is messing up.
And all it takes is for them to keep eliminating people for then the radar to reach them.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh, now I'm caught in the radar and people are catching up to all the bad that I'm doing. Can we talk about the fact that Mark made cinnamon rice?
We can't. Here's something I'm worried about. Brian looks to be frozen.
Oh, was I just?
Oh, there he is. Thank
Were
God.
you just doing a face
Were you
the
just
whole time?
Yeah, that.
I was like biting my lip, bro. Is that what it was? I was just like
Yes.
chewing. Okay, so here we go. Behind the candelabra, I was my lips were a little chapped, and I was kind of like just like chewing the skin falling off my lips, and I was
Holy
reading
shit.
Jamal's notes. So I was just like,
Oh my God.
I guess I didn't realize I just like wasn't moving for like, like 15 seconds.
You were frozen. That's incredible.
Holy crap.
It's a gift I
That's
have.
Scary.
Called not moving.
This,
So I guess we can move past the cinnamon rice.
yes.
I don't know why the girl in the goat decided to mix tomatoes and peanut butter. I don't know where that's ever worked before.
I think she knows what she's doing.
She doesn't know what she's doing. She has.
She got in her head.
Yeah, anything that involves not doing like good food or something that is like she can kind of pick what she wants and be creative. She's
Kobe beef.
Yeah, she tends to struggle with it. It's amazing
She has
how
to
it
come
turns
back
out.
down. And,
Good
Look at
restaurant
the
though. She got a great restaurant.
commoners.
Food's good.
you know what's not good? Blaze being inappropriate.
About today, I want to win this competition, but just the whole experience of seeing these kids, seeing Antonia cry, I want to go home and I want to make some babies, some little blazes.
So we're not here to kink shame people,
No, we're not.
but now we know what his thing is.
Blaze, my office.
He saw all these little kids and wanted to go home and bone his wife.
I mean,
What did you say on TV, Blaze? Come in, sit down, shut the door.
I was thinking it was the whole saw Antonia crying, and that for some reason got him excited.
Ooh, Lady Tears.
Blaze, my office now.
My office now.
You think it's funny?
Do you think it's
little
funny?
blazes?
Do you find women crying erotic?
Do you find it erotic when I cry, Blaze? Is this
'Cause
getting
I'm
you
crying
Is this
now.
getting you horny?
Yeah. Do you want to milk me, Blaze?
Yeah, I have nipples, Blaze. Can you milk me?
All right, so Antonia wins. Let's listen.
This elimination challenge.
The winner is Antonia.
It was the best challenge that I could have won. Honestly, if I didn't win that challenge, that would have been embarrassing. Like the mom can't cook food for the kids. That one goes straight to my daughter.
Congratulations.
Okay, so did she win or did her daughter just win? Because this sounds like a dish her daughter's pretty good at making.
Yeah. Are you allowed to use recipes that your daughter or son wrote for you on the show?
That seems cheating.
That seems
right?
like cheating to me. So maybe you should give back your title.
Antonia, office now.
I know that Tom showed me the form you have to sign when you sign on to like do Top Chef, and it does say you can't get help from your kids at home. You just can't do it. You have to be able to show your own work and not get help from your kids at home.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like she did that exact thing.
You know what? We saw that phone call
Yeah,
with her daughter.
we saw some of it. We didn't see all of it.
Yeah, we saw that
Exactly.
backwards phone call.
She was probably
could
like,
have
hey, baby, can you maybe read me that recipe that you came up with before we left?
Sure
Just read me-
She's like,
yeah.
Mommy, you mean my chicken stir fry with vegetables and whole wheat noodles?
She's like, yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
mommy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're out there and you just had a baby, congratulations and condolences.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about
Call
the
that.
couscous is loose at the judge's table.
And you're under.
The
It
couscous
really
is loose. The
the
couscous is
couscous was loose. Padma says that it was disgusting and awful,
Mhm.
and she looked like she was on the verge of murdering people.
Yeah.
She was so angry about it, and
Stephanie
Mark made a
couldn't
curry.
believe it.
So, and it sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tom nervously laughed when Mark was like, "Yeah, I can tell you don't like me." And Tom's
He's
like,
like, oh, shit,
"What?
he's on to
Of
me."
course I like you. What do you mean? Of course I like you. You're the Aussie guy.
Mm-hmm.
Aussie. Oh, yeah, you know,
Well,
all
what's my name? It's like you're like
that. Your name?
what? Like
Your
Ryan?
name's
I think-
Cram,
yeah,
isn't it?
Your name's Cram. Okay. I know it. I read it right here. You're Cram.
Your name's
And
Cram.
You made that rice dish. That's the thing. I remember
you did
eating
that
the rice.
You did that tapioca dish.
Yeah. Don't
To
even
me,
know.
it seemed like Girl and the Goat's food was worse than Mark's food.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you'll hear it when Mark goes away when he's eliminated because he's going to be eliminated. But he goes, "I was surprised to go."
She's been at the bottom a lot.
Yeah.
And
So
she made
that's-
bad, awful couscous.
So let's talk about this. Is the show fixed? This is what we need to talk about because if I bring up what her stance has been for the last 3 weeks, the girl and the goat, she was in week 6. She was high. She was high for 3 weeks, but now she's been low for 3 weeks, and she's kind of been passed on. So is she riding the wave of winning the first 2 of 3 weeks, then finishing high the next 6 weeks? Is she riding that wave? But like the judge is like, we know you're better than this, so we're not going to get rid of you. Because I'll give you a spoiler alert: she's back in the winner's circle next week.
Spoiler alert. Spider-Man.
So think about this. She's in the low twice. Usually when someone's in the low twice, they're out very quickly after that. I mean, you look at the numbers before her. Anyone who's in the low 2 weeks in a row, they're in trouble.
Yeah, it just didn't. I don't know. It didn't seem that the curry was too sweet, and Tom got rid of there. But Tom's like, "Look, it's not because I don't like you. I'd love to get a beer with you after this. I'd love.
Yeah.
Look, I don't dislike you. Let's go get a beer." And Mark was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you."
No. Mark looked at him and said, "It's called a pint."
I don't know what you're talking about. We only drink pints, mate.
Yeah, let's listen to Mark eliminated.
Mark, please pack your knives and go.
And just for the record, again, I don't dislike you. You've been a great competitor. You've been fun to be around, and I'm sure we'll catch up after this and share a beer. Or a pint, as you guys say. Thanks.
Bye, Mark.
I was very surprised to be told to go home. You know, Top Chef has definitely been a stepping stone and a very great learning experience for me. I'll be going home tonight. If I could say anything to my fellow chefs, it would be rock on, Rocco. They were a great bunch of people to work with, and I definitely, learned some stuff from these guys. They're giving us Aussie. I think the measure of a really good chef is the ability to get back up and climb to the top again. I'll just continue to walk towards my goals of, one day opening a restaurant. And, I'll just keep cooking the best way I know how.
you think he was making up what he wanted to do on the spot there?
Yeah, he doesn't want to do anything.
Maybe it's just the cadence of how people talk in New Zealand, but it sounded like it's just gonna maybe open a restaurant. Yeah, keep cooking. I have to. That's what I do, right? Yep.
And
Okay. I'm gonna walk home.
if I ever see Tom Colicchio, I'll tell him to fuck right off.
It's a pint.
It's a pint, mate.
I know. Tom, this is in the past, so Tom clearly didn't see this, but recently in a basketball game, Steven Adams picked up another man and just like walked him away from a confrontation.
Nice.
And based on that, I would never mess with anyone from New Zealand or Australia just because like I know they can do that.
Yeah, they can pick you up like you're like a little doll and then just
Like
set
it's
you
nothing.
somewhere else. Yes.
Like I'm a baby.
And
Like
say-
I'm a baby who needs to go bye-bye.
Hey, you actually stop trying to attack my star player.
Yeah.
John Morant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know. Go over here now.
You're not going to do it? Then I'm going to pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
And look, for the record, I don't dislike you. That means you dislike me.
Yes.
Mhm.
If you have
Go
to
ahead.
tell someone that you don't dislike them, that means that you dislike them and
Watch.
they caught you.
Watch. Try it with me, Brian. Ask me.
Jamal, do you not like me?
Yes.
Oh, so now I know that you actually don't like me.
Yes.
Because you admitted to it. If you had denied it,
If
that
I
means you
lied
in fact
and denied
do dislike
I'm
me.
hiding something, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Reeves, go ahead, try it.
Okay. Jamal, do you like me?
No.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Again.
And that feels good.
Yeah. All right. And now I'm gonna try it on Reeves. Reeves, do you dislike Jamal?
No.
Okay. Now I don't know what's going on. Because he denied what I said about Jamal. And does that change because it wasn't about him? I don't know. I don't know the rules. I don't know the rules. I don't make them.
Let me try one more
What are
thing.
the rules? Go ahead.
Jamal,
Mm-hmm.
happy belated birthday.
You son of a bitch.
Got you, you bitch.
Got
He fucking
you,
son
set
of a-
this whole thing
Pranked
up.
you.
You guys did this whole thing, didn't
The
you?
whole
Look,
thing,
we've been doing this
man.
podcast for over
Oh
a year,
my
and it's just
God.
bullshit. This whole podcast has been set up as this
Yeah.
fucking prank right here.
Just to prank your ass. We got all the freaking impractical jokers in here. We've been trying to pull this. It goes all the way up to the top, all the way to freaking Obamacare.
Jeez Louise. Well, you know what? If you were an impractical joker in this, go ahead and just leave a review on the podcast that says you were a practical joker and just put happy belated birthday Jamal on your review somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll
give us
know
a review.
who's
We haven't
in
had a
it.
review in a while.
Yeah, again, open door policy. You want to give us criticism? I'll take it. I'll read it, and I will tell you whether or not it's right or not wrong. Last one was right.
We're allowed to respond, though, to
Yes.
criticism.
Okay. That sucks. You guys really cooked my ass. Let's end with Brian Jackson in action.
There was a water leak in the house behind my house the last couple of days, and there was water all running in down to the front of my house. So I had to go to the hardware store and buy salt, and I put it on the steps myself. And I felt like a real cool man going to the hardware store because it's like an old school hardware store, not like an Ace Hardware, just like a hardware store. And I felt very cool.
Did you walk in and say, "Where's your sidewalk salt?"
It was laying everywhere, so I was just like, "Give me one of them bags."
And they said, "You want a tall boy?"
I got the big boy, 50 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally pet friendly.
Nice. That's nice of you.
So
I
my
would've
dogs can
gotten
eat
the-
it and it'd be okay.
I would have gotten the chemical shit.
Oh yeah, you hate dogs.
Cleared
doesn't
out 2 pests in the neighborhood: the dogs and the snow.
you? There you go, folks. Jamal hates
He
dogs.
hates little chefs.
All right, Reeves, your rebellious moment.
I accidentally littered, and I saw it. It got away from me. It was a cheese
didn't
wrapper.
stop.
I have to bring cheese when I walk my little chef because he goes crazy on walks and hates everything but people. I was opening a new piece of cheese and the wrapper went. I'm probably gonna get it the next time I walk him because I think I know where it flew to. But
It's
it did
probably
get away from me.
frozen.
Yeah, probably frozen.
Like a Kraft single wrapper.
It's like string cheese. He likes string cheese. You can cut it up a
My
lot
dog likes
easier.
string cheese too. Yeah,
Mhm.
my dog. I baby bird string cheese to my dog. In that I like bite off a piece and I like take a smaller piece and give him the piece. Is that how you give your dog the cheese?
No, I cut the whole thing up and give it to him.
And once again, my moment of joy has been stolen from me.
Let people say that white people like kiss their dogs in the mouth and stuff like that. Like,
Jesus.
I'm a walking stereotype for that.
Let's listen to a clip for next week's trailer.
Ooh.
Next on Top Chef.
Cooking for 14 hours is going to be a tough one.
I'm dizzy, I'm tired, I'm dehydrated.
Lack of sleep affects people differently.
At this point, I'm honestly so tired that I'm going to need therapy.
What do you guys think they're cooking for?
Fucking Dracula?
The fucking undead.
Yeah,
Dracula.
it's fucking Dracula.
Those are my
Freaking
guesses too.
Gary Oldman.
Nosferatu. Gary Oldman.
Nosferatu, yeah.
Freaking the Crypt Keeper.
Brian, I have a new clip that's going to be our new outro. Instead of what we say, I'm just going to play this clip and this is going to be the outro.
Are you for real?
Go to bravotv.com.
I have a culinary boner right now.
And they put that at the end of the episode.
No, that's the end of the episode. That's the end of the episode. That's it.
That's how they did it.
I like our send-off. We'll see what happens. Chef, until next time, for Reeves and Jamal, I've been Brian, and this has been Pod Chef. We're going to pack our knives and get a culinary boner.
I have a culinary boner right now.